Joining us now to talk more about the implications here is political analyst Brian Sobel. Brian, really good to have you on tonight to kind of break down what this all means. Practically speaking, what are the most important benefits here for the Biden team as they come in, and how significant is this to have the formal transition begin?
Alex, I think first and foremost, the optics of this are exactly correct. It is time for the President of the United States to concede defeat, to begin the process of turning over the reins of government to his successor. And this move by the GSA today is in line with that. It will free up funds, as we heard, but more importantly, it will allow an interchange between Biden officials and Trump officials in many cases, but also Biden officials and just the apparatus of government will also allow the Biden officials really to begin reaching out to the rest of the world. So it's a significant move today, Alex, and I think it is the beginning of the concession of Donald Trump.
Yeah, you think, Brian, this is as close to a concession as we are going to get from President Trump?
It's pretty close, Alex. I'm not sure Donald Trump is going to concede a defeat as we have watched past aspirants to the presidency concede defeat. But I think by allowing this to happen, it's his way of saying, you know, we have to move on with the process of government. I've said since the beginning that on January 20th, there will be a new president, and the new president will be escorted into the White House, and the old president will go away. In this case, because of an election that took the incumbent, and in a defeat, he leaves. We've seen it many times throughout history, and it's going to happen again.
You know, the Biden team has talked a lot since the election, or since the race was obviously called here. They've talked a lot about the urgent need for them as they take over the reins to be able to access COVID-19 data, information on vaccines and distribution plans and those sorts of things. Do you think there is a chance that this 3-week delay we saw here could hurt that transition and ultimately, in certain ways, hurt the administration, the incoming administration's pandemic response?
I'm not sure, because most of the people that Joe Biden is bringing in are very experienced people in government. Everybody who's been named has worked in and around government, in and around the State Department, in and around the governmental apparatus for 2 or 3 decades. They know exactly what needs to be done. 3 weeks sure sets them behind, but they also have a good feel for what the job is going to entail, and being briefed on matters relative to intelligence and to what's going on in the world. Very, very important for the incoming administration. But bear in mind, the inauguration is January 20th, so plenty of time for them to come up to speed.
Yeah, absolutely. A long ways to go until Inauguration Day here, but it's certainly a big move today to really get this transition rolling. A political analyst, Brian Sobel, always good to have you on. Yeah, really appreciate your time and your insight. Thanks for doing it tonight.
Absolutely, Alex.